subtraction.
For the fun run, 14 students earned $63 in pledges. If each student brought in the same amount of money, how much did they bring in? So, what type of problem is this?
Multiplication?
Well, we have 63, which is our total amount, and 14 students are bringing it in. So is each student bringing in $63, or we only have 63?
Only.
Only.
Gotcha.
So we're not building our number, what are we doing with it?
We're dividing our number.
Dividing it.
Gotcha. So, 14 divided by 63? I can do that.
So we solve the problem,
Mhm.
showing our work.
Okay. I got a remainder.
Huh. Does a remainder kind of work with money?
No.
Because how do I share a remainder of money? Ooh.
I don't know. I have no idea. They didn't teach me that.
Okay, so tell me your steps you're at so far. What did you do first?
14 can't go into 6, so I put an X.
Okay.
Then I moved over to the next place value, and 14 can go into 63.
Okay, so we started with 6,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't go in, and we looked at all our numbers now because we're on the next place value, and it can go into 63. How many times?
4.
How did you know it was 4?
I guessed and checked.
Okay, tell me your steps of guess and check.
I actually went straight to 4,
Okay.
and it worked out when I multiplied 4 times 14.
Ah, so you had to multiply 4 times 14,
Yes.
and that got you what?
That got me 56.
56. So what did you put up here?
I put my 4 up there.
4. Then you multiplied it, and then you put your 56 down here.
Uh-huh.
And your next step was to
I subtract.
subtract, because we're doing our EMSBR. We
Right.
divided. How many times can 14 go into 63? We multiplied. Now we subtract. Can we do 3 minus 6?
No.
So what do we have to do?
We have to do our pregame.
Pregame. So we have to look at our next door neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
and we borrow from our tens place, so this becomes a 50. We bring
Yes.
our 10 over here, and it becomes a
13.
13. Can we do 13 minus 6?
Yes.
Which gets us a
7.
7. So this is where we're at right now. We've done our subtract. Is there anything to bring down right now?
No.
No. So there's nothing to bring on our repeat, but it's money. We can't have just 7 left over. What's another way I can write $63?
In words?
I could write it in words, but let's think about money still using our numbers.
Oh, decimal
Okay.
and 0.
And 0, just 1 0?
2 zeros, it's money.
It's money, it's 2 zeros. These zeros, even if they're not written in a question, are always there. Well, we're going to do the same thing and bring those zeros over here. Because we don't have anything to bring down, but we have this remainder we have to have something to do with. Because with money, you can't just leave it. We have to have a money amount, a reasonable answer. So if I bring my zeros here, we'll start with 1. Now do I have something to bring down?
Yes.
Bring it down, and what do I have now?
70.
70. Okay, so I brought down, and I repeat my steps. I erase my arrow, go this way.
Mm-hmm.
So divide. How many times can 14 go into 70?
5 times.
5 times. Let's check with our multiplication.
Mm-hmm.
14 times 5. 5 times 4 is?
20.
Put our 0 here, our 20 here. 5 times 1
Is 5.
plus our 20.
7.
7. Well, look, we got an exact. So we bring our 5 up here, but don't forget your decimal. You have a decimal point here. Just like in addition and subtraction, it doesn't move. So come straight up, and we bring our decimal point here. We've done our divide, we've done our multiply, now we need to
Subtract.
subtract. Bring that 70 that we multiplied right here,
Mm-hmm.
and subtract 70 minus 70 is
0.
0. So now, do I have any remainder?
No.
No. So I have this 4.5. What would that mean in money? 4.5.
50 cents.
50 cents. So what is my answer to how much money did they each bring?
$4.50.
$4.50.
So the remainder, the R is just going to become like a decimal?
The R is no more.
Oh,
We
okay.
cannot have an R,
Oh,
especially when we're talking about money, because we have to split it. We have to end without a remainder.
Okay.
We keep going until there's 0 remainder.
And that's why we put the decimal.
And that's why we put the decimal, thinking
I got
about
it now.
money. So let's practice another problem. Let's say I have the students earned $78 this time, but there weren't just 14 students, there were 12. Following our same steps as before, we start with divide. Can 12 go into our first place value of 7?
No.
So we put our x. We looked at 7. Where do we look next?
The next place value over.
The next place value over. Do I look at just the 8?
No, 78.
78. How many times can 12 go into 78?
I'm going to 6. I think 6.
Okay, let's multiply it out to check.
Okay.
12 times 6. 6 times 2 is
12.
12. So I put my 2 down here, my 1 up here for my 10. 6 times 1 is
6.
plus 1 more.
7.
7. Is that as close as I'm going to get without going over?
Yes, because if I add another 12, I'll be in the 80s.
Be too high. So up here, there's my divide. I can go in 6 times. We multiplied it out. So I write my 72 down here. And my next step is to
Subtract.
subtract. Okay? Can we do 8 minus 2?
Yes.
We get
6.
6. 7 minus 7 is
0.
0. Can I leave this remainder?
No, because it's money.
Because it's money. We can't just have coins left out.
Right.
What can I put over here?
Last time we put a decimal and a 0.
Decimal and a 0, because $78 is the same if I write it as $78 and 0 change.
Right.
So I've added my 0. I'm going to go ahead and put my decimal point up because it doesn't move, so I won't forget it later. And now I can do my next step of bring down my 0, and now I have 60. We know 12 times 6 is 72, so I need to go less than 6. What can I do?
Well, 72 minus 12 would be 60.
Okay.
So that means it would be 5.
All right, we took one 12 away, so we had